Hello everyone, my name's Botanist Cool, and today we're continuing to do our Battletech encampments. And if you're liking the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It's free, it's easy, it's 2 clicks. I can't thank you enough. Let's get on to the rest of the video because this is going to be a little bit of an interesting one. In this stream, I originally planned to finish all of the moss, covering the rest of the turrets and actual weapon parts of the encampments, as well as the top part of the command center, and also doing a lot more detail with that moss, using lighter colors to make a few parts look a little more dense and darker colors to show a very gentle spread on some parts of the bodies or the weapons themselves. And I ended up doing none of that. Well, kind of. I did finish the base layer of moss on all the turrets and the weapons parts, but afterwards I decided I'm going to be doing a lot of magnetizing because that is kind of the next big part for this. I have to do a lot of magnet stuff because this stuff kept falling apart. It didn't hold together on its own, and it was so annoying. When I originally opened this box, I was disappointed that the turrets and the platforms didn't connect in a significant way that kept them stable, right? They had these like bulbous, half semicircular, semi-spherical like connecting points that were so loose. If someone bumped into the table, or if someone blew on it really hard, or if someone had looked at it too much, it would probably fall over. And that was annoying as all get out. So I had to fix that. Chat recommended I get magnets, and that's exactly what I was thinking about doing too. So I got a bunch of magnets, which I now play with all the time when I have a moment, whether I'm waiting for a video to export or I haven't done anything on stream for a bit or whatever. I just have them in my hands at all times. So hey, that's a net positive in my opinion. I get to play with some toys while I do nothing, and I also have tools for mini boxes that are not well connected like this one. Now you're going to notice I didn't have the right tools to actually do this. I didn't have one of those magnet hobby drills, which I probably should have gotten because that would have made things a million times easier. However, all I had were my hobby knife, a flathead screwdriver, and the magnets themselves with a bunch of glue. So we had to do what we had to do. And as always, I don't recommend doing things the ramshackled way I did them, and if you are younger, please do it with parental supervision or someone who actually has done this before. You can hurt yourself by accident if you're using a hobby knife. So I basically just used the hobby knife to cut open a little part of the mini's base, or the mini's bottom, or the mini's top, the platform's top, and then I used the flathead screwdriver to just shave a circle, and it kind of worked most of the time. I just shaved a bigger and bigger circle with the flathead screwdriver. Sometimes I went all the way into like the empty space of the mini. However, because it never was like the exact size of the actual magnet, it was still thin enough that it supported the magnet, and the magnet would not drop in unless I was like, you know, jabbing it in to get it in. So like, it was fine. It was absolutely fine, and it worked very surprisingly well. Now the turrets and encampments and platforms are all really well magnetized. They don't fall all over the place, and I could kind of like wave them around, and they're doing pretty good. If it had been like a few months ago, maybe even a year ago, I would have called these minis done. I would have sealed them, and they would be ready for a game if I ever chose to actually play the game. However, I plan on adding a few more highlights, a few more shady parts, and then I plan on adding more detail to the moss. So we have a little bit more to do. I think literally one more stream and then we're done with them. It's also just really nice to see how much my skill has evolved through the planetary preservation projects in the Mosswood Rangers, Visigoths, their Wolf's Dragoons lands, and then of course these platforms. I can see the skill just in these minis, and I'm really proud of them. And if you guys like them too, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Again, free, easy, 2 clicks. I can't thank you enough. That's all the time I have for today, y'all. Stay safe, stay Botanist Cool. I'm excited to finish these minis, and I hope you like them. Bye, y'all.